So, your weight loss journey, right?
Yeah, sure. We'll start with that. So, uh, I was a bit chunky. Um, yeah.
You
I
were a bit of a
was.
funky, chunky
I
kid, I will
think
say.
at my heaviest, I was like maybe 16.5 stone. I think. I've probably got it written down somewhere. I probably should have, thought of this before we started recording, but it's fine. I was pretty big. I think 16 stone 6 was the heaviest I got to.
Yeah.
And it's just bad, isn't it? Like it's bad for your health. It's
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
most of the
16
time,
6.
people who weigh that much are normally like very tall. And obviously, you're very tall, but you're not like very tall.
Yeah, like
For
I'm
example, if someone
6'5".
was
I'm not
6'6",
Shaq.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Um,
so it kind of on the BMI scale, if you want to go on that, it
Mhm.
was like obese. Pretty. I mean, I'm not trying to be
no,
insulting.
no,
but,
it was. Yeah, no, it was.
like it's that's
I'd
just the reality of it.
Yeah, I'd got into some pretty unhealthy eating habits. I didn't exercise much other than like I do a lot of PE in school, but I
That was it, wasn't it? Just PE.
Yeah, other than
PE
when
in
we
school.
did rugby, of course, we played.
Yeah.
Me and Harvey played on a rugby team together for a couple of years. But then after that, I stopped doing everything completely. And I just ballooned.
Yeah. Bulked out.
So yeah,
You
not
had
in a
bulking
good way.
season for like 3 years, mate.
3 year bulking season, yeah. And then
Not
sort of
even training for a fight.
after I'd left school, I probably stayed like that for about a year, maybe half a year, and then I was like, right, I'm sorting this out. So
Yeah.
I just went into. I mean, I tried like before then a couple of times to like eat healthy and whatever, but I didn't really understand it. Like I sort of like I didn't understand, what. And it's super basic. It's calories in versus calories out. It's energy burn. If you're in a deficit, then you lose weight because your body's burning fat to make up for the energy. To make up the energy that you're using. But I didn't really read into it at all, and I was just like, oh, just eat another apple rather than chocolate bar every day, and it'll help. And it like for some things for me, like. It depends. Sometimes I can ease myself into things, but other times I do just have to go. This you are changing this, and it's going to be a big
sometimes
change.
you can ease into it. Sometimes you can. Well, sometimes you have to just cold turkey it straight away.
And for me, this was the latter. So I went into a pretty extreme calorie deficit. I tracked all my calories on my phone. I tracked all my calories on my phone with just MyFitnessPal, and I did that. I think the average or like the recommended intake for a man without doing exercise and whatever is to about 2,500 calories.
Yeah, that sounds. Right.
I cut down. I think the lowest calorie point I was at was I think about 1,800, maybe 1,600. So it's a pretty extreme deficit.
Yeah.
I didn't eat breakfast, which helped. Like I still don't. I should, but like I normally just lie in as late as I can before work, get in the shower, get dressed, and then leave the house. I don't bother with breakfast. But I've started having bits of fruit now because it is you need to have some breakfast.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wouldn't have breakfast. So that left only 2 meals in the day. So the only things I had to do then was cut down on the snacking and cut down on just sort of meal size and whatever. And I stuck to that. I went over countless times. But because it was such an extreme thing, like an extreme deficit, it didn't matter too much. I had that sort of flexibility, and I did that for probably, I'd say 3 to 4, maybe 4 to 5 months, and I lost in total. So like about 2017, I was 16.6, which was the heaviest, and I got down to 13 stone 6. So that's 3 stone.
Which is a lot.
Oh,
like,
massive amounts.
That is a lot. Like 3 stone is like in pounds. It's like 30-40 pounds. I swear. Is it?
It's 20 kilograms.
Which is an Olympic bar.
That's an Olympic bar. It's 42 pounds.
40. Yeah, that's
So
a lot of fucking
yeah.
weight. It might like if imagine walking like 5 miles, right? And you've got 20 kg on your back, and then after the 5 miles, you get to just whack it off. Imagine how fucking the relief you feel. Obviously, it wasn't like that for you.
It's
Obviously,
not
it
instant,
was a gradual
but
thing. But like, I bet if you felt the way you felt when you were 16 stone for like a couple minutes, and then you went back,
I'd be
to
night
who you
and
are
day.
now.
Yeah.
You'd be you're like.
And then
Very impressive.
I'd been sort of going to the gym during that, but I had a brief hiatus over sort of not last Christmas, the Christmas before. I sort of got out of it and then struggled to get back into the routine. But then after that,
I started to take you. I started to take you with our mate Jack, who will be on the podcast soon, but not yet. So,
but after that, I really started trying to get back into it, and I started actually properly enjoying going. And so I think I haven't weighed myself in a little while, which I should really, but I think I'm about 13.10 now.
Yeah.
And I think that's mainly just because I've put on more muscle, more so than.
Oh
than fat.
yeah, mate. Trust me. Muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah.
Like that's a cold hard fact. For